Hey everyone, this is Jan Boers. Welcome to 5, and today we're gonna talk about 5 countries which always deliver the perfect or really good constant performance. So let's do this. So the first country on the list of today's 5, it's for sure Sweden. You know, I think the Sweden is a big example for not just Eurovision creators, but for the other people in the industry, the music industry, the TV industry. They're of course really strong at Eurovision. Of course, the history is mind-blowing. But if I just take last 5 years, they were serving just quality. I think maybe more focused on staging, but they're showing the principles and ideas which I've never seen before, especially in 2018 when there weren't any LED screens. They actually filmed live music video on stage. You know, I know they have Melody Festival and they can rehearse more, but of course they prepared for Melody Festival, and so it doesn't really matter. And that was, you know, maybe not my favorite song, but definitely one of the best stagings I've ever seen, especially with the idea, especially with the movement, especially with the camera angles, especially, you know, with the color grading thing. It was just looking extremely awesome. And in 2019, John Lundvik, that was a soul, that was something new. I think that deserved to win the national selection, and as well the next time in 2020 as well. It wasn't the best staging of all, but it was a best soul of all songs they had in Melody Festival, and that's, I think, the reason it won the contest. And of course it will serve the quality. The quality is super high. But I think, yeah, just remember 2017, top quality, and as well I wouldn't say song-wise, but as a show thing, and the average quality of it was really high anyway. But it just works, you know, they exactly know how to work with camera. Maybe it's too perfect, it's maybe too artificial kind of sometimes, you know, and maybe that's the reason why they haven't won since 2015, when this kind of spirit just worked among the other songs. But I think since then this kind of thing, it's always lacking something, and in 2016 I think it was just lacking the luck, as this was probably the highest quality Eurovision, even song-wise, I've ever been to, I've ever seen, for many reasons. And if I were sorry, that was first of all, it was a great hit. It was greatly staged. It had the atmosphere, it had a soul, but it just wasn't enough for, you know, some reason. That can happen, it's nothing wrong. So yeah, the Sweden definitely deserve to be in this top 5, and maybe even among everybody else. But let's move to the 4. So the number 4 on this list, it's not the 4, it's just the 4th country on this list, is Italy. Italy for sure. We can expect all like above average quality, most likely the top quality song, most demanding, most real, most like probably whatever most you can imagine in your mind. It's Italy for sure. And the reason is they of course have Sanremo, which is not compared to Eurovision, but they have the chance to ask the winner for participating and represent the country at Eurovision. But the Sanremo it's more about authenticity, a real artist, the artists who are most likely or mostly involved in what they're singing, you know, they're lyricists or songwriters or both. They are, you know, merged in the process, and I think that's really visible. So their story is real, their singing is real, and you know, the quality of it is high up. I don't think they're that good at stagings, but the average quality of songs, the average quality of what they bring, you know, even the risk they take with it, because those songs are new, they're definitely new styles. You know, Mahmoud in 2019, that was something I would like to see at Eurovision, like, you know, more than it was, and he was second, he almost won. So that means that this way is possible, or I think it's even necessary, kind of. And you know, I would really glad that other countries from Big Five they serve this kind of quality, and they don't. Maybe Germany has those kind of, you know, sinusoids, and but it's not constant as well. So they should follow Italy on what Italians do, why are they doing it, and especially focus on to bring Eurovision, you know, even to higher level, as they are all the time in the finals. So they can do it, they can even take a risk, because they will be there in the grand final, and I think no one will really blame them if they end up last, because they won't, you know, do anyway. Some of this Big Five country doesn't include Italy, and that can really change things. So Italy really deserves to be there on the list. I think it's one of the countries which should be followed on how they're doing music, how they don't care how it should be done, as it's irrelevant. You know, Eurovision Song Contest in this way shouldn't be something special. It should be the celebration of music itself, whatever it is, not the music focused on Eurovision and what should be there. So that's for Italy, and let's move to number 3. The third country which deserves to be on this list is, without a doubt, Bulgaria. You know, from 2016 to 2020, they always delivered really good quality song. You know, they almost won in 2017. That was great. And I don't really follow how they bring songs to Eurovision, as if they have such quality, they should do a national selection or show more of their music and show more of their artists, give them the opportunity. But I think it's hard for this country even to participate money-wise, but whenever they do, and pitifully it wasn't in 2019, but whenever they do, they bring on the quality, you know. I think with Victoria, it's the quality, but it was in Polo Genoa in 2016, 2017 with Christian Kostov, almost win, and in 2018 Bones. I think this was a kind of a weaker thing from what they have sent, but the quality of it was top. It was a top quality song. I think it was really good, and it was something new as well. And I would be glad that countries like this, which they're doing internal struggling, so they're focused more on what they bring. And I think for them can be Hungary a good example how to do it. And as well, their stagings are mostly really good or nice, and I think it's pretty much deserved on this list, and I hope they'll continue and they will bring the quality each year. We need countries like this, that they're, you know, maybe you say they're poor and it's hard for them to find music, but they have good artists, they have good songwriters there as well. I really believe they will follow their own patterns at this way, but I think it doesn't matter kind of if they're just send such quality all the time, and they're sending the quality. They're They're doing their job nice, and it's a great example how to go to finals each year without being worried to get there. But now it's time for number 2. Maybe you were waiting for this moment for a while. You know, it's just number 2 and this kind of vlog is a bit long, but I would like to tell you always why I'm choosing and picking some countries or things to this, not just to say just to say, oh, this country and this country and that country, and leave it like 30 seconds long, as that would be boring for me to watch. But maybe, well, let's give me some feedback below, I would be glad to. But the number 2 on this list is Australia. Australia since 2015 serving the quality. Even I think they're just stepping down with the risks, and they're more follow the Eurovision platform more than the music quality platform they serve. But it doesn't really matter as their quality or their show focus. Maybe I think that's it, their show focus and different kind of mentality than probably other countries involved in the contest. That's something unique, and this uniqueness refers on what they're doing. You know, they're not afraid of going to finals. They're always wants to win the contest. Their mentality is like this, you know, and they're kind as well. It's not arrogant kind of a thing, which I'm really happy that they're, you know, just kind of showing us how to do things differently and teach all of us involved in the process. And I'm kind of glad that I was a part of it and saw it and get inspired by this mentality as well. And that's really important at Eurovision too. But they of course serve the, you know, top average quality in the contest since the beginning, since the first moment they get involved into it. And you know, they almost won in 2016, and I was talking a lot about this performance with other people, and it's still one of the best songs at the contest in past 5 years. I think that was like the showcase how or which way the Eurovision should go in the future. This is the way. This will make the contest even more relevant, even more bigger, even more interesting for viewers. So I think if we have, you know, this quality music each year from more countries and more than 20 countries, this contest will be watched not just by 200 million, but it will be doubled. I really believe that's the next step where we or the creators of Eurovision should think about, that the limit is somewhere else. You know, it's possible to make Eurovision the most relevant music show in the world. You know, it's always there. It's still a bit more entertainment kind of thing, I believe. But I think there are examples how to do it for even bigger masses and, you know, spread this Eurovision mentality all over the world, even an even higher standard. You know, those songs like in 2016, and I can say in 2015 as well, it's just showing that this contest can be really taken super seriously, and then it's for a wider audience as well, you know, even for the people who doesn't watch it, as they still think there's no many relevant songs. So thank you Australia for doing this. I think nowadays they are more focused on how to do the staging, how to be really unforgettable for stagings. So this is something what they're doing the best. They're great in it, and they have great national selection too. In 2020, for me, it was a getting back on track with the super quality music too. Even all like 2018 and 2019 were, or even 2017, really good quality songs. I think 2015 and 2016 it's their benchmark, and 2020 was definitely back on track, and the winner contender, I believe, with their focus on staging as well, and the really high quality song, they, you know, you never know what's gonna happen, but they will be definitely, I wouldn't be surprised with top 5, and I'm really curious what they're serve in 2021. I'm really curious, but definitely we can be sure that it will be good, and that's what Australia do the best. You just can rely on them, that they will show you how you should do TV, how you should do music. They can combine it in the best possible way. But let's go on the last one, number 1. The last country on the list, and let me tell you something, I was really thinking for a long while which country I will pick to this 5, as those 4 before, they're really constant. And then there are 2 countries who could serve great, but both are in the conflict, and they had this political conflicts, and I think this affected 2 years of their performances for sure. First of all, they weren't participate in one of the year in past 5 years, and the second thing is that I think if they don't have such problems, or it will just become irrelevant for them, which of course, no, let's just don't cross this border. I think that's let's don't become so political. But the thing is that those countries is Russia, and this country is Ukraine. Both of them deliver not just great results, but even some new ideas or very good quality music. It looks like Russia really invests a lot into their stagings, and I can say if you can put some money on the best or the most expensive stagings, probably it's gonna be the Russian one, especially in 2016. That was crazy. You know, I don't think the song was that good, but the overwhelming staging was insane. The staging was insane. I think there are so many people who believe they deserve to win. I think in that year it was Australia or Ukraine won for the perfect balance, which was Australia, the super high quality and super high good staging. So both songs and staging, the whole package just worked for me. And maybe that's because I'm more into the Western or the West or American influence of music, so that's maybe the reason that I don't really understand the musical kind of way of Russia. But you can bet they will always end up high. The quality of their music is high anyway, and they bring in some more good ideas. And 2020 definitely was kind of a risk at some point. It was a comedy at some point. Was it a gimmick? No, it wasn't. Definitely wasn't. That something would deserve to be at Eurovision. Authentic band, the band with a great music, completely punk, crazy guys, and you know, it was as well super quality, super high quality. And on the other hand, the Ukraine just brought something Jamala-like kind of catchy of the soul. But if I can just choose the constant quality countries for those 2, I will pick Russia for the thing that you can really be sure they will just end up high. And that means something, of course. Whatever we think, we must say this quality and maybe different culture. I will never say cultural. No. I love to edit it, but that's it. That's the word. I'm finished. This is something I will probably never understand, but that's good for the color of the contest as well. And that's it. Maybe we ended up a bit controversially, but it shouldn't be controversial. It should be open for discussion. So please tell me below what you think about the 5 project. Tell me below what you think about this special episode of the project, and please tell me what will be your 5 and why. And of course, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video, share this channel, that's gonna be good for me to grow and maybe in the future bring up even more interesting or more complex content you deserve. And well, see you next time. Bye.